Okay, what the f happened to UI and UX? I looked away for one moment, and now every single box and button has had its corners shaved off to be as round, inoffensive, and bland as humanly possible. Why can't you just keep it the way that is good? Why change what ain't broke? Are the corners a security risk? Is that why you're rounding them? This plague of terrible design has spread and contaminated every corner of the internet, and it pisses me off so much that I am not even going to try and structure this video coherently. Since the devs making the interfaces I see daily clearly didn't try either, the best I can do is a bunch of numbered bullet points, so buckle up. Number 1, Steam and Reddit and Instagram and Spotify and Amazon ads. There's something special about how the biggest platforms on the web have the worst layouts imaginable. It feels like a fucking dick measuring contest to see how many Reddit threads and help forums get created by people trying to understand where they hid the kick in the balls setting. Look, Lord Gabe, I love and respect you. As a gamer, you could use my face as a doormat to clean your shoes, and I wouldn't mind. But for the love of all that is holy, do something about Steam's UI. My kindergarten drawings had more design consistency. Why do my menus get consumed by the void at random, Gabe? Are you eating them? Give them back! I'll just be browsing the main page, scroll down a bit, and oh hey, look, there's the new and trending games, and it's all porn. Okay, so there's definitely a setting to turn that off, right? I'll just go to my profile settings to... Okay, it's not there. Then it must be in... No, there's nothing there either. What about if I click on my profile? Oh, would you look at that? A third fucking menu. Everywhere you look, there are redundant buttons, inconsistent color choices, and bugs that have existed since the release of Shrek 2. You can't just keep facelifting the same elderly 20-year-old UI by slapping another settings page on it. Some things need to eventually be reworked from the ground up, otherwise you get the software equivalent of Simon Cowell. Just recently, I decided I wanted to reopen my Instagram account after 5 years of not using it. It let me log in, everything was all good, and then I get hit with the update your email address pop-up. Okay, that's not a problem. Here's my second email. Okay, and update. Wait, why is it not working? Actually, why is nothing working? These buttons don't even do anything? I can't even log out because any link immediately redirects me to this dumbass page. I've looked through every single existing forum regarding the issue, done everything they said, but no, fuck you. No more account. Or Spotify. Your heart system was great. You pressed it once, it adds it to the liked songs. You pressed it again, it removes it. Genius. Simple. Nothing to say. If you wanted to add a song to a playlist, you just went through the menu. No one actively disliked it, and it works fine. So why remove it? You replaced it with this weird-ass plus icon, so now half the actions force me to go through an extra menu for no apparent reason. How does that make sense? Also, you are a music service that underpays all its artists. That means I want to listen to your music, right? So why the fuck did you dedicate a menu button to eat the playlist? Oh gee, this music is great, but I sure wish I could play a shitty version of Snake where the food is the first 5 seconds of all my saved songs. Like, who is this for? And despite all this, these little things don't even come close to the absolutely egregious idiocy produced by none other than... Look, I'm all for changes and updates that improve my experience. But see, no, that's not what YouTube was thinking of when they made mobile ads shit out an extra pop-up that covers the bottom half of your screen. Great, now that you have my full attention, I can take the time to wonder what part of the data you collected on me made you think I was in the market for menstrual pads. This platform went from a crunchy, simplistic, and passionate design to something so corporate and soulless I can smell the office wallpaper. Look at how they massacred my boy. Actually, you know what? I'm not done with you yet, YouTube. I use this stuff daily, so here's a lightning round of all the things they do that makes my skin crawl, because I have been gifted 2 things, a pair of eyes and a memory. What are they gonna do? Demonetize me? First off, the website looks like the Atacama Desert while making my work laptop get a nervous breakdown and shit the bed, because this is somehow costing me 400 megabytes of RAM? Did you layer a fucking crypto miner into the thumbnails? On that topic, what kind of botched open heart surgery did you do to playlist for them to run slower than Crysis on a smart fridge? I asked you to remove a video, not add half a crank to the torture rack you put JavaScript on, for Christ's sakes. Also, for the love of God, just unnuke your search bar, because as a humble YouTuber that rips all his sound effects through this godforsaken platform, I'm getting real tired of the same 5 vaguely related results and useless line of shorts, followed by an infinite scroll of people also watched. If I am searching for something, it is not because I don't know what to watch. Just look at this. You're telling me that this is what the efforts of one of the richest companies in the world should look like? $500 billion, and you still can't hire enough people to make this interface not look like dog shit. Oh, what's this? A new UI that's getting A/B tested? This is even worse! Oh, there's no rhyme or reason to it. What the fuck is the point of having the dislike button there? We all know that the reason you removed it was to cover up the fact that you made the most disliked video of all time. Protecting creators. Yeah, sure. Forget that. Why the fuck are you worrying about the pinkness of a line when the YouTube comment section has been in the same crap state for a decade? How is it that one singular person is casually making a layout that looks genuinely nice to use when a multi-billion-dollar company can barely work out how to make a shuffle feature? Oh? There are unlisted or private videos in my playlist? Could you please show me where? Number 3. Everything is TikTok now. The invention of vertical scrolling was the death of original ideas. You blink once and now even Spotify has a doom scrolling feature. TikTok did it, it became the most addictive thing in the world, only second to crack cocaine, and everyone started taking notes. I don't consume vertical media, and I feel nothing but concern when my laughing friend shows me the 15th Instagram reel of a cow getting hit by a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I don't know what it is about the format that makes people want to consume shit like Peter Griffin explaining communism to Stewie, but it needs to be studied by psychologists worldwide because it is genuinely impressive. Most implementations of this format are either slightly more insufferable than TikTok or completely fucking pointless. Like Pinterest? Seriously? Look at your feed. Eat up, little piggies. Keep scrolling. Don't think. Keep consuming. Keep scrolling. Technically, it's a good UI because of how easy it is to spend 12 hours scrolling, but it's evil UI, and the fact that even Netflix has a short-form scrolling section tells you everything you need to know about the modern internet. You are the product. Everyone wants your attention, and they will achieve it even if it means turning the entire world into a bunch of lobotomites that can yell chicken jockey. Number 4. Where am I, and where did my mouse go? Way too many times will a website decide that on top of taking your data, they'll also steal your mouse for their stupid animations and relocate you to a completely different page because fuck you, that's why. I don't want my damn purchase to feel like a walk through a Bosnian minefield as I dodge all the stupid buttons that'll teleport me to the Chinese version of Omegle. I just want it to work, but no, instead they give me an experience akin to clearing my nostrils with an egg beater. Wow, this is a nice little free plugin. Let me get it. Oh, I need an account. Alright, fine, no problem. Okay, now that my account is created, and I'm back on the main page. Now I need to find that one really specific thing again using their search function. But oh, right, we all know how that goes. No, Apple, I don't want my scroll to be hijacked so you can shove your digital flipbook down my throat. I just want to see the fucking specs. Why are you making me scroll to a different continent? Just be normal and put a video on the top. I get that you're trying to hide your outrageous prices until the last minute, but come on! Look, I get that a flashy and cool website is impressive on a technical level, but just like an AI prompt engineer, it doesn't make any sense. If I'm trying to navigate an artsy person's mind, you can bet your ass I'm getting lost immediately because their normal is my acid trip. At some point, we all decided that a website's layout should be top bar, profile, content, and footer. Everyone's used to that, so reinventing the wheel is just going to do nothing except give me a deep vein thrombosis. Also, let's not forget how every website now just ambushes you with pop-ups about cookies, subscriptions, ads, and AI chatbots right as you open it. Like, get out of the way, I'm trying to read your SEO-optimized AI-generated slop, for fuck's sake. Oh, and speaking of those cookies, why do I never hear anyone bring up how we went from reject cookies to fucking confirm choices? What's that? You have integrity and care about your data? Well then have fun unticking every single legitimate interest button on every single website you visit from now on. Even if they're clearly shoving my data up their asses and doing nothing with it, this is evil design. Number 5, Adobe! Oh, and Adobe. Fucking Adobe. My beautifully overpriced and outdated industry standard company that gets to half-mast whenever an artist sheds a tear saying your monthly price increases. Why do I have to look up a 10-minute tutorial just to make a gradient? The way that every single setting is hidden inside these huge multi-layered menus has got me dry heaving at the thought that I'll be sifting through those like an archaeologist every single time I want to vertically center a text box. I'm gonna have to go through the Library of Alexandria if I want to work out how to just add a fucking page. Jesus Christ. How is it that the industry standard, a piece of software that has been updated and improved for over 20 years, now at the price of a king's ransom, is still one of the most clunky, unstable, and unintuitive pieces of shit that has so much jank in it makes Fallout New Vegas look like a titanium beam? And Adobe's only part of the problem, since Autodesk and Maxon also decided it was okay to beat the creative industry to a pulp. The only imagination you're powering is the dream of open source alternatives. Number 6. Video games. Gamers are probably one of the worst groups of people out there on the internet. They will always find a reason to bitch about a game because, of course, they hate video games. However, the one point on which I agree is that video game UIs aren't what they used to be. Whereas old school interfaces just presented you with the keys to the castle, AAA games decided that good UI is over. The suits at the top worked it out. Video game user experience should suck. If I had a penny for every instance of a 10 out of 10 game being brought down by the garbage UI and UX which make playing it a chore, I'd be fucking rich! Civilization 6, City Skylines, Skyrim, Hitman 2, GTA Online, Overwatch 2. How expensive is it to hire a singular UX designer that isn't sniffing glue? Well, that was a fun match of Overwatch 2. Time to log off. Wait, why is it queuing me for a new game? How do I stop it? There are so many windows. Where do I close it? Please help me. No! The only functioning part of that game is the goddamn store page. It's actually mental. Just last week, I opened Battlefield 5 for the first time after loving the previous entries and was flashbanged with the train wreck of an interface. Did we learn nothing from Windows 8? Modernizing UI in games just means you're trying to make it suck more in exchange of being more minimalist and elegant. I'm playing a video game. I am here for the game, not the smoothness of the animation for the main menu buttons. Look at Your Only Move is Hustle. That guy knew where it was at. And don't even get me started on mobile games and their ads. Mobile game ads are a second game that comes with my free shovelware game called Find the X Button 4 times in a row. There are 3 different timers. I am going to die in 50 years. I have better things to do. They have perfected the art of hitting the player with so many ads that the prefrontal cortex just gives up. At least in the past, you could just turn your internet off and you'd be fine. But now games require a Wi-Fi connection, even though they don't use it for anything other than, you guessed it, showing you ads. There are so many other things I could say about the sorry state of modern UI and UX, like Microsoft providing exclusively shit software and still being the industry standard. But I am out of breath, and I am likely going to get a noise complaint if I continue, so designers, get this through your head. This is good. This sucks. Do more of the thing that is good, I beg you. Thanks for watching.